Quick disclaimer before the comments section turns into a crime scene. This is not about every Babymonster fan. If you're normal, emotionally regulated, and capable of hearing opinions without throwing up and crying, congratulations, this video is not for you. But if you think your faves are holy entities who descended from the heavens immune to criticism, and you get hives every time someone says something slightly negative, then yeah. I'm not coddling you. I warned you. Disagree if you want. Just know I do not care. Babymonster fans have an obsession with comparisons, and not the smart kind. I mean reaching across the Pacific Ocean type comparisons. Every song, every outfit, every lyric, every breath is somehow connected to another group. I literally saw someone compare Babymonster to Blackpink because both groups said, yeah, yeah, yeah. By that logic, every artist who's ever said baby, yeah, or oh is the same group. Congratulations, you just erased the entire music industry. Instead of letting Babymonster build their own identity, some fans are desperate to prove they're already superior, legendary, untouchable, and it screams insecurity. If your group is truly that strong, why are you constantly dragging other groups into the conversation like props in a PowerPoint presentation? Let Babymonster be Babymonster, not Babymonster but if Blackpink sneezed. This one genuinely makes me tired. Ahayan is talented. That is not up for debate. But the way fans lie to her face about her vocals needs to stop. Her high notes, especially in her golden cover and the drip high note, were strained. Audible strain. Clear as day. No microscope required. And every time someone points that out, fans act like you need to be a Grammy-winning vocal coach with 17 certifications to hear it. No. You just need functioning ears. Calling every strained note vocal queen is not support. It's setting her up. She will never improve if all she hears is blind praise. And before anyone starts shaking, pointing out strain does not equal saying she's untalented. Pointing out strain does not equal hate. Pointing out strain equals wanting her voice to survive past age 25. If you actually cared about her long-term career, you'd want her technique to improve instead of treating criticism like it's a personal attack on your bloodline. Some of you act like Babymonster signed a contract that says immune to feedback. After the hate trains Lee Seraphim and Illit went through, suddenly Babymonster fans decided any criticism whatsoever is now bullying. Let's break this down since apparently it's complicated. Ahayan is trash. How is she even a vocalist? That's hate. Ahayan consistently strains her voice, and that technique won't help her long term. That is criticism. If you can't tell the difference, that's not a fandom issue. That's a reading comprehension issue. Idols are professionals. Professionals get critiqued. You are not protecting them by screaming hate every time someone mentions a flaw. You're just making the fandom look incapable of nuance. And newsflash, treating idols like fragile babies who can't handle feedback is actually more disrespectful than criticism. This behavior is actually embarrassing. I said Farida tends to stick to an elegant dance style, and that I'd like to see her bring more energy for certain concepts. A Babymonster fan replied with, well, Wonhee is stiff and can't dance. Okay. And what does that have to do with anything? Wonhee was minding her business. She was not summoned. She was not involved. She did not spawn to this conversation. Dragging other idols to deflect criticism doesn't defend your fave. It exposes how insecure you are. If your only argument is, well, someone else is worse, you've already lost. You can critique one idol without throwing another under the bus like a human shield. Babymonster fans have exactly two responses to criticism, and both of them make me lose brain cells. The first one is, you're just jealous. Jealous of what? I promise you, me saying, this vocal technique is strained, is not coming from envy. It's coming from having ears and critical thinking skills. Criticism is not jealousy. Disliking something is not jealousy. Not worshipping your faves like demigods is not jealousy. That argument is lazy. It's a cop-out. And it's usually said by people who have no actual rebuttal. The second one is even worse. Well, I'd like to see you try to sing that note or dance like that. Okay, and I'd like to see you perform open heart surgery, but that doesn't mean I can't say a surgeon messed up. You do not need to be an idol to critique an idol. That is literally how audiences work. By that logic, nobody can criticize movies unless they're directors, nobody can criticize food unless they're chefs, and nobody can criticize choreography unless they're backup dancers. That excuse doesn't defend Babymonster. It just tells me you don't understand how criticism works. Anyways, the video is now over. If you got offended, I really don't care. If you agree, then you have displayed critical thinking.